Hello students, let us talk about the reactivity of group 17 elements. The elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. All the halogens are highly reactive and they easily react with metals and non-metals to form halides. But the reactivity decreases down the group. That is, when you compare the reactivity of fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, fluorine is the most reactive element among the halogens. Now let us discuss why fluorine is most reactive. As we have already discussed that there is a strong electrostatic repulsion between the non-bonding electrons present in fluorine molecule. As the small size of fluorine, the lone pairs, that is the non-bonding electron pairs, are quite closer. So because of this reason, they experience the electrostatic repulsion between the non-bonding electrons, that is the lone pairs. So due to this repulsion, the FF bond become weak. That means this bond become weak so that easily can be broken down. So these are the most important point. Because of this reason, fluorine show extremely high reactive among the group 17 elements. That is due to the smaller size, lone pairs are closer, therefore lone pair. Here the electron repulsion takes place, that is electrostatic repulsion takes place between the lone pairs. So as a result, FF bond become weak, so it easily broken down. So fluorine shows extremely different properties from its own members, that is the anomalous properties. That is due to the reason of some points like low dissociation enthalpy, high electron gain enthalpy, small size, high electronegativity, absence of vacant d orbital. So these are the some points. So whenever a question comes for fluorine comparing with its own members, any reasoning question when it is asked, if you write all these points, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you write these 5 points, that any of the point will be the correct answer for that or correct reason for that question. So these are the 5 important points which you need to remember for fluorine. So these points are low dissociation enthalpy, because of that it is highly reactive. It have high electron gain enthalpy, small size, high electronegativity and absence of vacant d orbitals. These 5 points are quite important for the reasoning question related to fluorine with its own members. Let us check some questions, that is textbook question. Example 7.15. The question is, although electron gain enthalpy fluorine is less negative as compared to chlorine, but fluorine is stronger oxidizing agent than chlorine. Why? So this is a question in which a reasoning question that is relating the chlorine and fluorine, that is comparative between the fluorine and chlorine. I told you whenever the question, reasoning question is there related to fluorine with its own members. So 5 points that you need to remember. Which are the that 5 points? These are the 5 points which you need to remember. Now let us check what is the answer for this question. That is low enthalpy of dissociation. I told you when you learn that 5 point, any of one of the point will be the correct reason for the question. Whatever question relates to fluorine with its own member, that 5 point is important. So better you write all that 5 point. So one of the point will be the correct reason. That is the case where you are not aware of the correct reason, better you write that 5 points. So what is the correct reason for this question? That is the low dissociation enthalpy, that is due to the smaller size of fluorine. There is a repulsion between the lone pairs. So therefore FF bond is weaker. So that is the reason. So in simple words we can write low enthalpy of dissociation of FF bond and the high hydration enthalpy of fluorine. So this is the correct reason. So let us discuss one more question, that is 7.16 question. Here the question, fluorine exhibit only -1 oxidation state where other halogen exhibit +1, +3, +5 and +7 oxidation state. Explain. Here also there is a question, that is a comparison between fluorine and its own members. So I told you, you need to remember that 5 points. Which are that 5 points? These are the 5 points. So let us check what is the answer for this. That is due to the absence of vacant d orbital, they cannot expand their octet. That is the reason, which is the correct reason for this question. And because of high electronegativity, these 2 points are the correct reason for this question. That is the 5 points which we have already discussed. The points from this, which is the correct reason for that question, that is absence of vacant d orbital and high electronegativity, small size. So these points are the correct reason for the question number 7.16. So it is very important to learn that 5 point, because whenever a reasoning question comes related to fluorine and with its own member, so definitely one of the point will be the correct reason from that 5 point which I discussed. So this is all about this video. Have a nice day.